5.5 years. And for another 5 years, I was in IT. And I worked in SABI development and quality for 1.5 years. And for 1.5 years, I worked in IT auditing. So I was of a coder but I have an idea about ABAP language. So good. I'm not like a serious coder. That's thing. I'm MBA marketing background. So I have come to US on a H4 visa here. So I am filing for H1 this year. So because my background is MBA marketing, and I heard Salesforce has good. I heard that Salesforce is a good thing. I don't know about its opportunity and all. So that is the reason why I thought Salesforce could help me in my career.
Okay, good first step.
Ask me to hold first.
Hello.
Yeah,
Hello.
I can hear you. Can
you hear me? Hello. Yeah, I can hear. Okay, so what I'm getting from your background is you are aware of CRM.
Yeah, I'm aware of CRM in the sense that I worked in SAP BI for 1.5 years, and the data we pulled is from CRM.
Okay.
So also a bit aware of this because I was working in a bank. I had a lead management system, and also we used to capture the leads in that system. So as a user, I have worked a bit of CRM.
Okay. So what kind of CRM that was? That was a lead management, right? Okay. So you in Salesforce with your background, I think you would be looking for an admin kind of job where you can handle the CRMs, you can handle the users. So did you get a chance to work on any of the codings like Java or .NET?
No.
Okay. So your intelligence would be on kind of business intelligence kind of thing, where you would be interacting with a lot of data, correlating with doing a kind of due diligence and working around the data, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So also worked on in SAP BI. I've also worked on creating various security roles, as well as creating various users, assigning the roles to them. That's what I worked on. So administration which you told me, is it similar to that?
Exactly. So that's what I was looking for. So it's sounds good. So you have, I guess, you know the architect level kind of thing in CRM. What are security rules? What are users? What are roles? What are profiles? What kind of security settings you can do? So you have a pretty good idea about all these things, and it's going to help you, when we will start with our training. So that's good. So okay. So but you don't have any kind of coding experience, right?
Don't have coding experience.
Okay.
But
No issues, Raj.
one of my question is, we have jobs for administration in Salesforce in US.
Give me just 10 or 15 minutes. I have another caller. Let me take back from him, and then I'll come to your question.
Yes.
Is it fine?
Yes.
Okay. So, hi, your name is not coming. So, Arun this side, can you just give a brief introduction about yourself?
This is Venkat, and I'm working mainframe from last 10 years. I'm working in IBM. Yeah, and I have knowledge on Java, core Java, and I have knowledge on database as
well. Okay. Okay. So you are working on that IBM mainframe, right? Okay. So I think scripts now. And program. So I guess you write program in COBOL or?
Write program in COBOL, and I used to write little VB script things and some stuff, little Java stuff.
Your good name is Venkat.
Right.
Okay. So just few questions from my side. First is all. So you are familiar with Java kind of syntax, and you are familiar with database integrity with SQL or any other database?
I have idea on Oracle and DB2.
And DB2.
Right. In application level, I can do.
Okay.
Thing.
And when I talk about Java, you are comfortable with JavaScript, and you are comfortable with client-side coding as well as server-side coding, like GSPs or servlets, or so. Are you aware of all these things?
I didn't work, but I know I can do the coding.
Yeah, means that you are aware of classes and inheritance and encapsulation and all.
Yeah. Very well known about that one.
That's great, Venkat. So, then as I'm getting from you, so let me do a brief introduction of what we are going to cover in our training, and then I'll come back to Raj's questions. So in this training is going to be around 40 hours training. We're going to have classes. We are going to have classes on three days per week. On Saturday and Sunday, Monday. Saturday and Sunday, Monday for me. It means it would be Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday night for you guys. Again, it's going to be 3.5 hour training per day. Our objective would be to cover around 10 to 11 hours in a week. Okay, in that it is going to be complete 40 to 45 hours training in a complete 1 month, in which we are going to cover all the admin parts, all developer related parts, and we are going to cover our 401 and 201 certifications also. So certification of Salesforce is related with administrator, and 401 is related with the developer. So these two will be our in our agenda to cover all the complete certification part, and other things which if you have a look on the content which we are going to cover, will have this kind of structure. If you can see my screen, so divided into two parts, track 1 and track 2. Track 1 involves all the admin part. So admin part, it will all the customization in Salesforce. What are things you can do, or what are security access things you can do, workflows, approval process, data validations, analytical things, app exchange, and then we will move to the different CRMs like marketing, service and support, console, extending CRMs. And this training of admin part will include of around 25 to 30 hours, and then we will move to our coding part. So part is going to be of client side coding, that is Visual Force pages, and server side coding, that our Apex classes. So we would be covering that also, and implementing business process, managing data. We are going to learn about one tool that is used for exporting and importing data from Salesforce. We would be going through Visual Force pages with different attributes of that. How we can use Visual Force pages, that is the client-side coding in Salesforce, where we can use that. So we would be targeting these also. Except that we would be for say 4 hours we would be fully concentrating on your 201 and 401 certification questions. So uh, you are going to get from our training is you would be getting the complete material for Salesforce, complete PPTs, complete PDFs. You would be getting questions for 401, 201 exams so that you can prepare for your certifications. You would be getting an hands-on training on preparation of your resume and on your on interviews. So I would be giving few live projects which you can tell in your interviews, or what is all about that. So these are pretty things which I would be covering from my side.
I don't know your name. I am Venkat, and
Yeah, my name is Arun.
just I would like to know what is the actual Salesforce and where it will be used and how many are using it.
Okay. So
it is in current market.
So to give an idea about Salesforce is basically there's a buzz of cloud. I guess cloud is a 5 years old, 5 to 6 year old. So Salesforce is what? Salesforce is a CRM on cloud. It's a SaaS based service. It's CRM on cloud. Salesforce has given you some utilities to develop different kind of CRMs. So we develop our marketing CRM or sales CRM or HR CRM, whatever kind of CRM you want to create, you create on top of Salesforce platform.
Okay.
Except that now Salesforce is expanding, and you can make your websites, you can integrate it with other services. So these kind of all those things related with CRM you can do with Salesforce. So the buzz of Salesforce, the reason is very clear that its cost, the cost basis for the client is more in Salesforce. So services, they only have to pay for those services which they are using. I mean to that, for example, if they have users, then they just have to take action for 5 users. They don't take they don't have to go and buy license for a bulk number of users. Second, they don't have to worry about the data security. Salesforce is going to secure their data. They don't have to install anything on their computer like Java or .NET. Everything, as I told you, that on cloud, all the servers, interpreter, compilers, everything is on cloud. So they can just log in into a Salesforce.com on internet and can start working on it.
Okay.
Except all these things, they just have to pay to Salesforce until they are using their services. For example, I can go in a one year contract with Salesforce that okay, I need this product and using it. But after 1 year, I think it's not going to be useful. Then I don't I'll just say to the Salesforce that I'm going to unsubscribe. In this way, it's a cost effectiveness. But as Java and .NET, you have to bulk amount to your service provider to come up with any software, and that you can't say that okay you don't need these services anymore. But in Salesforce, it gives you a chance that you can use Salesforce as your business. Except
Okay.
the main thing is where the clients are moving towards Salesforce is it's seeing their IT costs too high. Okay, so let me give you example of this. So if there is firm, they don't have to hire someone for network security. They don't hire someone for data security. They don't have to hire someone to install any any uh, any software in their system to work with Salesforce. So these things which were cost effective and that were taking a large bulk of amount from the clients are taken away from the Salesforce. That is the reason the clients are moving towards Salesforce. And, there are a lot of products on App Exchange that will cost you per day less than a coffee, and you can use them with a great user experience with comfort zone. And so that's why everyone is moving towards Salesforce, and that's why the reason is everyone is moving towards cloud. Okay, except that if you talk about market, as Raj was also talking about this on this buzz or market, I joined in Salesforce in 2008 started. At that point of time, if you type Salesforce on Google, it was giving sales job. Okay, so the condition was that. But in 2009, recession was hitting US, and it wasn't good opportunity for Salesforce because were looking for some kind of software that is very cost effective. They were choosy about money. They were just looking for those services through which they can save their money. And if something goes bad, then they have the choice to leave it. Okay, so that was the reason they started moving towards Salesforce, and from 2009 onwards, Salesforce start picking up. Now, big giants uh, are working on Salesforce. Big giants I'm talking about big giants like TCS, Wipro, Mahindra Satyam, uh, CSC, Eurate, PwC. All these clients all these big giants are working on Salesforce platform. Competitor of Salesforce is Google, Microsoft Dynamics CRM. You can call Oracle also. Oracle is coming with cloud platform. But Salesforce is basically divided into many formats. Like for you, Venkat, you have an experience of just in programs, so you can look for a technical architect role. You can go to an advanced developer kind of role. You can go for a developer, and for you, Raj, as you have a vast experience in handling CRMs in banking, you can look for admin kind of jobs. You can look for a business analyst job. You can look for a business consultant job. You can for someone who architect the product. Architect the product means that interacting with the client, understanding their needs, finding how why they want to switch to a Salesforce, helping them to understand what kind of platform they can choose in Salesforce. So this kind of profile I think would be suited for you, Raj, and when
You were saying about this certification, prepared for certification.
exactly.
So when I checked in Salesforce, training and certification cost is something around $4,000. Is it cost to directly go for certification?
No, so no. For that's $4,000 is that they will prepare you for certification. They will train you, and then you have to go a certification. But if you want to go directly for certification, then it's going to cost you $200 for admin and $200 for developer exam.
Oh, okay, okay.
Okay, so just have to you just have to log in. You have to just appear for online, or you can go to their permissions and give the exam. So whatever is comfortable for you. The cost of that is $200.
So we can do it online also.
Yeah, if you want to give your exam from your home, you can do that. You should have a webcam. That's all they need. And if you want to go to the centers, they have authorized centers, so you can also do that.
The admin job.
Just a moment. Yeah, me. ये भेज दो मम्मी.
The admin jobs there will be. I think it is simple, right? It is not that complicated as that of a developer thing. So there are jobs available for admin.
There are, and I would rather say that the main objective of Salesforce, if you go to the webinars or their seminars, or you go to YouTube and see many of seminars or interviews, then the main objective of Salesforce is to make it more to a person that is computer illiterate or programming illiterate. So they want everything to be clickable. They don't want things to be just settled with a coding part. They don't want things to be just on a coder side. So when we will come to a training, you are going to see a lot of customization in Salesforce that related with writing formulas. You will be writing workflows. So these are not a coding jobs. Coding comes into play when client needs a different interactive UI. There are a lot of complex business scenarios which can't be done with the customization. So there a coding part comes. What I'm seeing in US is more concentrated towards a business part. So with my experience, there are a lot of experienced people who are making their CRMs only with the use of Salesforce. They are not even touching coding part. I haven't seen a single line of code, and they have just wonderful CRM. So don't be get afraid or upset that you are not aware of coding or all that things, because this is going to be my 21st batch, and there are a lot of persons who have the same kind of dilemma, that whether they have to go to Salesforce because they are not good in coding. I think that if you are not good in coding, then Salesforce is the best thing for you, because your mind has to be, you think like a business person. That's what you need. Okay, and if you are not a good coder, or if you're not worked in, then you can, as I told you, that you have a vast experience in banking sectors and all. You can try for your business analysis job, business consultant job. You can look for product manager kind of jobs, where you can tell what is needed, and the developers will be working according to your requirements.
Okay. Analyst, do we need to have separate training, or this training will be sufficient?
See, it's if you want to divide, then business analysis would be more closer to an admin part. Okay, would be so what is business analysis? When I talk about when you talk about any business, and you are going to make that business on any platform, you should be knowing the limitations and the advantage of that system. Right? You should know what you can do in that platform, and what are the things where where you are applications of that platform are. So as an admin training, you are going to get a complete look of all these things, what you can do to come up with a product. So these are not a different training for business analysis and a developer. So business analysis would more closer to an admin part that would be that all we would be covering in those 25 hours. Okay, so as I told you that it's going to be divided into 25 hours admin part, 20 hours admin part, hours development part, 10 to 15 hour development part, and then 3 to 4 hours preparation for 201 and 401.
Then I have one question. So there is no much scope for developers in Salesforce?
When part comes to a developer, as I am hardcore developer, I'm a complete technical guy. Okay, so
Yeah.
I'm doing the coding for the past 4 years. It's not that it's not like that. There is a no part in developer. Okay, the thing is what I think is you should always try to work on your strength. If you have a coding background, then you should move with that concept. If you're working on business domain or a business analysis or consultant, then you should work on this. So don't take it as a Salesforce that different for consultant and it is different for coders or any other person. These are different kind of branches. So if you are coder and let me give you examples of what the things you are doing in coding part now. That will include a website. So Salesforce is bringing up with a lot of site concepts. So they are coming it with a content management. You can make your sites in Salesforce. So people are going to involve in that. There are complex business scenarios which you have to write triggers, or you have to write a server classes. There are a lot of clients which are migrating from .NET or migrating from Java to Salesforce. So there are kind of integration in Salesforce between .NET and Java. So Salesforce is not limited for only for developers or for business analysis persons. It is open all of, and it depends upon your domain on which you want to work on.
Okay.
The question is, I have to file my H1B in April. So, in this, the Salesforce admin part is over by then, and I put substantial effort, and I'm able to grab properly. So, be able to and write the examination, and will I be able to clear be able to do the certification exam before April itself? What do you think?
You all can see my screens, right? So what you are going to get from us, let me show you that.
Arun, once can you listen? I have. So, question is, can if write the certification before April and be able to clear it, and what time it takes for the certification to get the result of that?
You can hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
You can see screen.
Yes, screen.
Okay, so that's what I was going to. I was just answering your questions. So certification is not going to be a tough. The reason that we have all the questions ready for you. So after the training, we are going to give you these set of questions that will include every question questions from Salesforce.com. Okay, so we have the complete questions set with us that we will give you and clear your certification exam. So clearing certification is not going to be a tough job. And let me clear one more thing. With my experience, it's very easy to get a job in Salesforce.com right now. I don't want to give you. I just don't want to afraid you guys that getting job in Salesforce is very easy, but maintaining the job is going to be a bit difficult. With that, this time there's a birth of Salesforce, and clients are looking for good developers and good administrators. So you will be getting job after the training. I'll say, if you prepare good, then you would be able to get in. You would be getting a job in a half month or month. After getting in a job, performance is going to be a key issue because the clients are looking for someone who have a depth knowledge, because everything to be just done in a one go. So it's going to be few months. It's going to be very critical after you get a job. So what I would recommend is go with the training for 40 hours, say 1 month. Prepare yourself for the certification. Say I'll give you these screenshots. Prepare it with this. Then give a certification after 15 to 20 days of your training, and start with your job hunting.
And certification valid require importance for jobs.
Certain is important just to give an impression to the client or to the employer that you have experience in Salesforce, because when you're putting that in your resume that you have a 4 to 5 year experience in Salesforce, then the first obvious question is going to come from client or from employer would be, where are your certifications? So that's why certification is important.
Okay.
Like that, after clearing certifications means that you know everything in Salesforce. Okay, so certification is just giving a good impression in front of your employer that it's you have experience in Salesforce. That's all.
Okay. So one more thing is that with experience in Salesforce with the certification, apply for the admin jobs, and with the experience, is it possible to get a job?
That's what everyone is doing in US.
Okay.
Swati and Wali are the persons with more experience than me to answer these questions. So you can talk to them. They are the in this job. So they will guide you how to market your resume, where to market your resume. Because I associated with these guys for the past 1.5 years, and my part is just to give a training, and all attention they are going to take yours. So
my question is, with zero experience in Salesforce and a functional background in banking and others, will I able to
see. Salesforce is not a kind of rocket science, right?
No. My question is, without keeping any other experience.
No, I understand your question.
Job, yeah.
Exactly. So I'm answering that it's not a kind of rocket science. So meaning in all the things which you talked about, that SAP security model, you talk users, you talk about roles, you talked about profiles. All these things are going to be same in Salesforce. Only the methodology is going to change. Methodology means that how to align security rules would be different from Microsoft Dynamics and Salesforce CRM. It would be different. My job as a trainer would be to train on all these things. You guys working for a past years that a vast experience. So I guess you would quickly learn in Salesforce. So everything business point is going to be the same. So you don't have to be afraid about all those things. Okay, so just for me 45 days or say say 50 days, just just work these things.
One more question is, I think this could be one of the last one. Um, I am in between choosing things like because I have just searching, so I have find Android, Oracle Financials, and Salesforce. So how to rate Salesforce among these three?
I don't want to talk about those things on which I'm working on. So to be very frank, I would not be the right person to answer this question. I'm for in Android application from the last for the last 6 or 8 months, working on Android and iPhone. Again on the Salesforce integration kind of thing.
Okay.
So what I have seen is that everyone is moving because as you see that everyone is moving towards. So these platforms are also changing. iPhones and Android are also coming with the apps that can be run on cloud and that are more effectively. So everything mobile platform would be moving towards cloud. So.
Okay.
So it's a very rocking combination of mobile plus cloud, rocking combination. But other thing which you talk about financials, what was that?
Oracle Financials.
Oracle Financial. So sorry about that. I don't have any names, or I'm not the right person to talk about it.
Yeah. The last question is what is the what is the salary which we can expect? Like, what is it with respect to all technologies?
Okay, so on that, it's in US. If I talk about US, it's around 140 or 140 to $180, if I'm correct.
Okay.
What my last was I guess about 6 back. I'm talking about, so it was around $180 per hour for a developer. Okay, so it was across that.
Okay. Admin also is of the similar salary?
No, I'm talking about an average of any coder or admin. So,
okay.
So when you go to a Salesforce, they treat you as a Salesforce expert. Okay, so you are not a developer.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry, I have
no issues.
asked a lot of questions.
No issues, please.
Yeah.
Okay, any questions from your side?
Yeah, what are the questions I wanted to ask already? They asked it. I got the answers.
Okay. Nice.
And only just how actually I have only 6-7 months time over here. I have changed as soon as possible. Means I wanted to confirm that I have chosen proper technology or not. So settle in 4 months, something like that.
So with your experience, I would say this is the best thing for you right now. The reason is you have experience in Java, and that's why you are not going to get troubled with coding part.
Coding part, yeah. Coding, I don't means I can manage anything. It's not a problem.
Exactly. Okay. So first thing, second thing, right now the kind of buzz is there for Salesforce. This is the best I could see. Because I also shifted from Java, and the kind of things I am seeing in Salesforce for the past 3 years. You believe we have in my current organization that in 2009 we just have 26 or 27 clients. Okay, right now we have more than 350 clients all over the globe. So kind of buzz or kind of environment of Salesforce is it's I think it's going to be a best for you. Every big giant, earlier the big companies were not targeting Salesforce, but now they have started. Everyone is hiring. Everyone in big giants are hiring for Salesforce developers.
Okay.
Besides that, these financial firms, the small financial firms, because what is happening is that these financial firms, they don't want, they are very small firms. They are not like like a Bank of America or any big firms. They
Yeah,
have just
break.
a limited.
Yeah.
These financial firms are have a limited usage. So before they were using Excel for maintaining their CRMs. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
but now with the cost of Microsoft Office, they are getting a system where they can do a calculation, they can maintain everything, they can manage their deals, they can maintain their transactions. So they are getting a good benefit from these CRM. That is the reason they are shifting from this Excel kind of platform to Salesforce. So that's where the Salesforce is getting edge from other CRMs. It's very cost effective. It's very cheap. As to that, there are few applications that are costing less than the coffee. Okay, coffee that are cost you less than a coffee. So you would be shifting to those CRMs.
Uh, uh, and one more question.
Mhm.
Once I go through the training, I'm not able to your
Just a moment. Just a moment. Can you guys mute yourself or use the headphones? I'm getting echo and it's very clearly.
yeah, even I am getting. I don't.
So I guess one of you are on speakers, and that is the reason.
I don't. I'm in on headphone. Hello.
No, fine, no, fine.
Yeah, now I'm muted.
Okay.
Uh, But I have to keep to not to get the job in 3 or 4 months.
So it's hard question because um, it's like
It's a person to person. What?
it's exactly. So
Yeah, you can take it as an average person.
average what I think is it's 2 months.
2 months.
1 month. Yeah, for training. I'm not including that. And
Okay.
after training, 15 days for preparing your certifications and clearing that, 15 to 20 days, and just reviewing everything for 15 days. So if you, yeah.
I'm going to complete training from you and
Mhm.
finish that certification, and I join
Mhm.
somewhere. I get any real-time problems like means or any gray areas you are going to leave for us to face and real time.
I'm not getting. No, I didn't get you.
So I'm going to take your training and I'm going to finish certification. I'm going to see some of your live means you are going to provide live projects.
Exactly.
So
Mhm.
we are going to work on that one, and later we go
Mhm.
somewhere as a Salesforce developer. Any challenges we'll be having, like means anything like gray areas.
Yes. Give you a false. I'm not going to give you a false hope that after my training you'll be born and you are going to crack everything in Salesforce. No, everything comes with experience. My training will it might help you to come up with all those Salesforce concepts. You will be knowing everything, but when you will start when you will start working on client, to be very frank to you, everything would everything you will be getting like a fresh, because working client side is totally different from working in training. But it's not like that. Our relation is going to end after 1.5 months. You in your first job, if you are facing any issues, you can coordinate with me, you can talk with me, I can help with you in that. So but yes, you're right, it's not like that. You are not going to get any kind of issues in your first job. You will get that, but it will be like just because you are on a new platform. With every day you will gain confidence and you will start working. So yes, I would say that the main strength of both of you is your experience. Okay, uh, because you know, all of you know what the client wants. Both of you know what a CRM is. Both of you know what your role and responsibility would be, and so it's a kind of that you are already prepared for this kind of jobs, and because with these kind of questions, so I have a lot of these questions when person join in my training as a fresher. Fresher means that they are just trained, they are just got some certifications in US like MS or then they are coming for training. But you just have to trust yourself. That's what I can tell. But yes, I never give any false hope that after my training you will like a rocket in Salesforce, and you would be cracking everything. You have some issues?
Yeah. And what I want is means want a way to crack that issues.
Exactly. Exactly.
Issues, you have to
yes.
do this one.
Yes.
You have to
so that's what
do it.
Yes, what my responsibility is. Exactly. So you come to the point. Yes, that if you ask me this, then I'm pretty confident that I'm going to give you all those things. Okay.
So
I would help.
Month,
yeah.
Because 1 month you can't cover everything. You may remember some of the things in your real
exactly.
What you are not expecting that after your training we are going to rock in Salesforce and everything. You have to make sure that we're having some direction to crack issues.
You will have a complete direction for track this, not some. You will complete direction, because there would no terms that on which you are going to work, and that is going to surprise in your job that it is not included in your training path. So whatever, I think because now with this experience I know what the kinds of working in Salesforce. So I know what thinking and what they want from Salesforce. So I'll be giving you the complete part, and I can assure you this thing: when you'll go to job and when you start working on Salesforce.com, you're not going to come with such scenario that you will say that it was not included training. So
everything we need a way to learn or research to research or to improve those things.
Yeah.
That's what I want actually.
No. So that's what if we that's what you want, and I can be very sure that you are going to get it from training.
Okay. Yeah, we heard that HP, which was having SAP CM, it is retiring SAP CM and it is developing Salesforce.
Everything on Salesforce. Yeah, right. HP is coming on Salesforce. uh, Bank of America is coming on Salesforce. UX, American Express is completely coming on Salesforce. Your then every client's Sugar CRM, every client which was on Sugar CRM, they're on Salesforce, and a big giant G G Capital, that is a big giant that is coming completely Salesforce. So yeah.
And the thing is, I am very limited. Means I don't have any knowledge on CRM. In mainframe, I was working on business functions. I don't know any idea about what is CRM and all. So is it going to be for me then?
Venkat, that is the reason you are taking training. Okay, so so you don't have any experience on CRM. That's why you are taking training, and don't any experience in coding part or any other things. So that was he is taking training. Let's start with this. I will cover from basics, and after
Okay.
that also, if you think that things are not working, then we can talk. But you have to trust me for some time.
Okay.
And if things don't work, then we can talk how to make things work.
So the training will be given in live system, right? So that we can practice.
Exactly. Yeah. Be on live system. I
And
will
we'll have the
make
recording of the session, and which will be given to us, right? Because
you will
if
getting
we do not catch anything, and we can go back to the training,
yes,
and
yes,
learn it from there. Yeah.
yes. So you would be getting a recorded session. You would be getting your PPTs. You would be getting PDFs. You would be getting all the study materials. You would be getting everything from us.
Do you have any forum where people face issues in Salesforce?
Exactly. Yeah. That is,
we can learn from it.
Yeah. Developerforce.com. I would take you to that place also. Okay.
Okay. Do I need to learn any Java or .NET parallelly so that
Nothing, man. Nothing.
Okay.
You don't have to do anything. No .NET, nothing.
And the other question is, you get a lot of requirements for Salesforce in which you required, you will be requested if you have any guy or something like that.
No, you. I
Do a lot of requirements with you that we want certain people in Salesforce and all direct requirements.
No. So again, Swati and Wali are the right person for this.
Sorry, yeah. Okay.
Okay. So what he's asking is, I think you have any references who are with the openings or something like that. He's asking. Is that right?
So as Venkat and Raj, as I told you that for these kind of concerns where things will start for job hunting, for marketing resumes, and for all these things, Swati and Wali are the right persons to contact. They have a vast experience in Salesforce marketing, because I'm working with them for the past 1.5 years, as I told you, and they know what are the area to target. They know what the clients are looking for. So it would be great to talk with your and you start marketing, or what you take their suggestions. So they're the right persons to communicate with.
So from now, within 2 months, we are able to get ready with our resume. So is it right?
Yeah. I told you 1 month. Take 1 month and 10 days for training. 15 days. Yeah. For 2 months, you would be ready. Start marketing your resume.
Okay. So, how much time we have to spend on you? I mean, for example, 3 hours will be good, 5 hours, 8 hours.
So as I told you that in a complete week we are going to cover 10 to 12 hours. Okay, in training. After that, I guess you would be getting around 4 days to practice on things. 4 days, if you spend your 2-3 hours, then that would be enough.
Okay. Yes, as I'm working here, I will be getting only evenings. Might be I can find 6.
Exactly. It would be difficult because it's difficult for me also to work to office and to give these strings and all.
Right.
But yeah, I guess 2-3 hours work would be great.
Yeah, and for me, if I do not get the H-1B visa for any reason, then what is the demand for Salesforce in India or in
I would recommend everyone. I would recommend everyone working in US to get trained in Salesforce and come back to India. It's the platform is rocking, man. Rocking means rocking. You will be getting an opportunity everywhere, and you would be getting a handsome salary. And it's like you will join here, and the company will send you US again. Okay.
Cool.
So you would be you don't have to. The company will apply for your H-1B visa. So when that only you should take a training, work 2 months, come back, enjoy at your home, and get your H-1B visa from these big giants and go back to US.
And there is something which is going on like Salesforce Workday is going on. Any on that?
Sales Workday?
Yeah. Work in the finance.
No, I don't have any idea about that.
It's also in cloud, so something I'm hearing about the buzz on that. As it is not into CRM.
Salesforce Workday.
It's another company like Salesforce, but that is into cloud, SaaS, into HR and and finance. So clients are removing their other platforms into Workday for HR systems.
Okay, so that would be a kind of product in cloud that is just aiming for HR CRM.
Yes. Finance. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that would be a reason. Yeah.
I mean, so from tomorrow onwards, you are going to continue the training, or from next week onwards?
From Monday to May and Sunday night for you guys.
Tomorrow is going to be.
There's no class, and from Monday onwards, I would be starting. And the training is going to be on GoToMeeting because on GoToMeeting the voice clarity is very good. And, I can go to. I would be sending you the link. Okay, or Wali will provide you the links, or I will be emailing links to you or Wali, and Wali will forward you that. So in GoToMeeting, what will happen that I can record the sessions and I can give that to you.
No WebEx.
No, on WebEx, I don't think how to.
No,
when you come to
WebEx, I am not able to open in my system. It is giving some enable all those things. So that's
exactly. Right. So with GoToMeeting, you are not going to get all these issues. So we have our classes on GoToMeeting link.
Waiting is which is and which is clear. It's not
exactly
any problem.
So that's why I'm recommending GoToMeeting. When you come to GoToMeeting, you will see the difference. So I recommend GoToMeeting for training. Yeah.
Okay.
Nice talking to you. Any other questions?
Can we have a slight start today itself some training on sales?
No.
Exactly. So the reason is, Raj, I'm sorry, I just got a notification from Vali yesterday only, so I just took time for this time, and I'm getting late for some personal stuff.
Oh,
So,
sorry. Yeah.
so,
I think it's
so,
late.
so
Yeah, I do understand. We are in PST, so I'm
exactly.
sorry. Yeah, yeah,
So,
yeah, you're in
so,
EST.
One question. You are in India or in US?
yeah,
Okay, okay.
I'm
What
in
time
India.
it's going to be started?
So going to be so on Monday 7:30 a.m. for me, and
Okay.
if it's PST, then it's going to be 6 p.m. for you, and if it's EST for you, then it's going to be 9 p.m. Right?
Yeah, we are half hour late, and EST is 1.5 hour more.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Venkat, in EST or PST?
EST, I'm in Sacramento.
You are right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so you are on PST, right?
Yeah, yeah. We were in
Okay,
PST.
May I know your Raj? Is this Raj?
Yeah, I'm in Fremont.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, Raj. Okay, Venkat. Thanks a lot, man. So let's continue from Monday onwards. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Sure.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thanks a lot.
Venkat. Thank you, Raj.